Yo, Fred, what's for lunch?
Well, in Chicago, spaghetti and meatballs.
Let's get cooking.
I'm a private chef, cook for money, yeah.
Guys, welcome back to What's for Lunch. Fred Smoot. Welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you for having me, Chef.
How we doing?
I'm doing good, man. No better place to learn true pasta and meatballs than Chicago.
Yeah.
Take me down through there.
All right, so we'll start with the meatballs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna take a little longer to cook, and then we're gonna make a homemade red sauce. We got some pasta, and you like garlic bread?
I love garlic
All right,
bread.
we're gonna do garlic bread too. We'll
All right,
throw it
all
in
right.
there. So for the meatballs, we're going half beef
All right.
and then half pork. Now I like it's a good mix.
All right.
And something if you can get veal, if you find veal's great.
All right.
But we did this was short notice. I found out Fred was coming in today. We're like,
Yeah.
all right,
All
let's
right, all
scramble.
right.
But this will work perfectly.
And the beef and the pork mixture, why?
Because you get a little bit more, you get fattiness from that pork. The beef is a little leaner. We're using like 90-10 beef.
Yeah.
And then just the flavor combo is perfect for a meatball. You could do all beef if you want.
Yeah.
But then it's gonna taste like a burger.
Burger, yeah.
So the pork helps balance that out. You gotta go a little. That's the perfect
All
mix.
right, I'm with you, I'm with you.
And then I have some onions here that I've already cooked. So soft sauteed onions there. Go in.
Always a good choice.
Nice and sweet. And then how do you like spice? What's your spice preference?
Well,
Spicy
come
or
on,
no?
from Mississippi.
Okay.
We can take a high level of spice. You can't
Okay,
run
all
me
right.
off with a little heat.
All
That's
right.
all I'm saying.
So we'll go a little chili flake in there too, and then I'm gonna switch it up. When we make the sauce, we'll add a little bit more spice in there too. And then just some dried herbs here, Italian seasoning, oregano,
Oh, yeah.
basil, a little thyme, rosemary. Nothing you haven't seen before. And then this is called a panade. So whenever you're making a meatball, you usually add breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
But if you just add the breadcrumbs, it's gonna get dry.
It won't stick together.
Exactly. So what you do is you heat up heavy cream, and then you put the breadcrumb in, and it turns into this little mixture here. Now this is like the glue for the
Alright.
meatballs. We'll do like that much.
All right, all right.
That's probably. We'll start there. You can always adjust.
All right.
And then a little bit of fresh parsley in here.
Never can have too much parsley.
And then, all right, how are you with a knife?
I'm pretty good with a knife.
Okay, perfect. Let's go. We're gonna chop up a little. We're gonna do a little bit of garlic.
All right.
So I'll do one. Look, he's holding the knife perfect.
All right.
Every guest, everyone holds a knife like this.
No.
You have no control there.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You
Oh,
gotta go.
listen, I was taught by a group of women in Mississippi, my mother and my grandma, the cookbook of Smoot. I know how to get the
All
job
right, look
done.
at that. That's all we need to hear. That's perfect. So you like to cook?
I love to cook.
Oh,
I love to
let's
cook.
go.
Yeah.
I should have asked you off the top.
Yeah, I love to cook, man.
Okay.
It's a part of being from Mississippi.
Yeah.
Like we feed people to get to know them.
Yeah, okay.
And you know, Chicago, Mississippi got a kinship.
Yeah,
so
oh,
I
yeah.
used to come here every summer and stay with my folks here. Then they
Okay.
send me back down to Mississippi.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite thing? Do you like Southern soul food? What's
Oh
like
yeah,
your favorite thing to
come
cook?
on! I love a good soul food. I
Okay.
love, but I ate Italian beef sausage last night. You know, I know where to go when I come here. I know what to get.
All right. So let's cut up. We'll cut up the garlic here. Now, I'm from Minnesota, so.
All right, I lived in Minneapolis for a while.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a Minnesota boy. We both had fun on Lake Minnetonka. I think you've had a little bit more fun.
Yeah. But listen, I've been watching the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
It's the best, man.
Yeah.
Minnesota in the summer.
It's the
something.
most beautiful place in the world. I try to tell people that.
No better place to be on that lake in the summertime. And you spent what? Well, that one summer there?
No,
You just
I
spent
spent 2 summers there.
2 summers there. Okay.
And most people don't understand the Los Angeles Lakers started there. That's where they got the name the Lakers because of the 10,000 lakes. Ain't no lakes in LA. I hate to tell y'all that.
None. They're all dried up. So then once we get that mix, now if you really want to get a paste, the easiest way, you put some salt on it and just use that knife and you just crush it.
Oh, you want to
just-
smash
Oh
it.
yeah, you can smash that down because we want this to be like the onion is super thin, so you don't want to get a big chunk of
it.
garlic. Exactly, because it's raw, so it's going to be a little,
It's gonna be stronger than it would
exactly.
be.
Now I'm going to start just mixing this together. Now, what was like your typical pregame meal?
Well, the one thing about it in the South, this is what they gave us. They wanted us to eat something light. So you're gonna
This
eat
is
it
light?
Well, spaghetti is because
yeah,
you got
yeah.
the noodle in the sauce, and then you can kind of dictate how much sauce you want to put on there.
Sure.
So when put a lot of sauce on there, because I ain't want nothing to be real heavy on my stomach while I'm out there.
Yep.
Especially the one thing I like about pasta is it does well when it comes to soaking up water. And most people don't think about that. Plus,
yeah.
I got the garlic and I got the salt in there, stop me from cramping up. So yeah, it's a great pregame
So
food.
would you go night before, or did like the
No,
meal,
I'm
like,
gonna
day of?
eat that meal the
Day
day
of.
of.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat that meal the day of. I'm a big breakfast guy, so I like to eat early rather than late. So I eat heavy in the morning, and then right before the game, that's when I do my pasta.
Okay. So, but if it's like if you're on the noon slate,
Yeah.
you just eat a big breakfast.
Not just a breakfast.
Just a breakfast.
Not just a breakfast, and it ain't gonna be a thick breakfast.
Are they pretty strict with like in the NFL, like when you're like regimen, like you have to eat this before as a
No,
team?
no,
or not
actually, it's
really?
so funny that we have a buffet where you get to choose what you want to eat. Let's say we got a 1 o'clock game. So we'll meet for a mandatory, what they call brunch breakfast. We'll probably meet 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Okay.
You get to choose. If you want to eat, everyday lunch food, you can. I stick with the breakfast.
Okay. A little olive oil going in here.
Any particular oil you like to use? Because it maybe burns better than the next?
Yeah, so if for anything like this where it's not super high heat, olive oil is go to. Extra virgin olive oil can get hotter, higher smoke point.
Yeah.
If you're deep frying though, you could deep fry an extra virgin olive oil.
But
It's
peanut
expensive.
oil. I do peanut oil.
That's high smoke point of peanut oil,
Yeah.
or like avocado oil or a vegetable oil. That's what you need for any good.
Yeah,
any good
like when I
fried
deep fried this turkey for Thanksgiving, that's what I'm gonna have it dance in, that good high quality
Yeah.
peanut oil, you know?
I've never deep fried a turkey, but I think this year, I think I'm gonna try it.
You got to,
I
because
think
I'm
gonna
deep
try
frying a
it.
turkey and a ham.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the whole thing,
So
man.
are you the head chef then on Thanksgiving? or-
Yeah,
you're
I
in
had
charge?
like my family, like of course, like the dudes cook in my family.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
women
yeah.
eat, they don't, they
Okay.
bring sides.
Okay.
And we do the main thing.
What's your favorite side?
Well, if you're talking about Thanksgiving, I don't know if this considered a side, because I consider dressing to be a main dish.
Yeah.
I don't really consider it a side.
You like a sausage in there, sausage dressing? Or
No, my dressing gonna be chicken based.
Chicken based. Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
gonna be chicken based most
Okay.
time with the right gravy.
So then, how do you make your dressing? Walk me through the process?
All
of
right, it's gonna start out. Of course, you gotta have the cornbread.
Yep.
And your cornbread gotta be out of, and it gotta be dry into itself.
Yep.
All right. Then it's all about the chicken and the chicken broth. And I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna cut up my onions, my bell peppers, all my vegetables. I'm gonna put them into the pot. I'm gonna let it come to a broil. Now, whatever I had in that pot, I'm gonna break that chicken down. Got all my vegetables in there. It just created the broth and the taste. And in here, I'm gonna put a little sage, a little nutmeg in there, so I don't have to put it into the thing afterwards.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so once
Fred knows what he's doing. Yeah.
once I put it all into the pot, everything in there gonna mix together, but then I'm gonna mix some eggs in there.
Oh,
the eggs get it to rise.
They get that custardy.
Yeah.
kind of flavor.
It's
super
gonna get it to
spongy.
rise.
Yep.
So once I put it in the oven, 30, 45 minutes, the longest part of cooking dressing to me is the cornbread.
Yeah. The bacon. And you're making the cornbread?
Yeah, I'm making it from
Oh,
scratch.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
you're
buttermilk
not messing around.
cornbread.
You're not messing around at all.
Yeah, buttermilk cornbread, baby.
Rolling these around here. All right, we're gonna let these. I'm gonna cover these up. Let them fry. We'll move on to the sauce next here. Get that knife back in your hand.
All right.
Let's do an onion now. And this one we're just taking it up right to the root, and then we'll slice down on it after this. A lot of siblings, big family then? Is that
Only child.
Oh, only child, really?
So I had to learn how to cook for myself.
You had no choice.
I had no choice.
No choice.
But big family otherwise.
Extended family? and
Yeah.
everything?
My mama is one of 9.
1 of 9, wow. Yeah, that is a big family.
Yeah. So I always had a big family. We always did things together. Plus my mama was one of the young ones, so we always had the cookouts and stuff at our house.
Sure.
And I would learn from my grandmama and my mom what to do, how to get it done.
So move this back over here. Now, were you still, when you were with the Vikings, the
Yep.
training facility was still Eden Prairie,
Still
right?
Eden Prairie.
Did you ever go to Lion's
No,
Tap?
no.
The burger?
Yes, I have. That's a good burger.
It's a good burger.
That's a good burger.
So we have the onions in there. I'm gonna go a little bit more oil. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up here because you said you like to spice.
Yeah.
Calabrian chili oil. So
All right.
This has a nice little heat, so we're not gonna go crazy with it.
Oh, I can already smell
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I can smell it.
That's got a nice little heat to it. Pinch of chili flake. A little bit of Italian seasoning in here.
See, I like to soften my onions up with butter instead of oil.
Well, good thing is, we got some right here that I was gonna put.
I was just saying.
I was gonna put some in.
I was just saying,
You read my
like,
mind.
because I think the buttery onion
It's the best.
is a different
best.
type of onion.
It's the best. Did you have a favorite city to play in, just food-wise? Did you guys get a chance to go out to nice
No,
restaurants?
we always got a chance to go
Yeah.
out. I would say top food cities in America. New York has to be up there. I hate to say it.
That's fair, yeah.
Chicago tops, totally one of the tops. Nobody ever talks about Seattle.
I haven't heard that one.
Nobody ever talks about Seattle, and nobody ever talks about Minnesota. I think Minnesota gets left out a lot. All right, Minnesota should be up there. Seattle has some of the best seafood that you're gonna eat in America, that I think. Especially if you go down there to the Needle, the restaurant at the Needle, the fresh market down there. Some of the best seafood you can get. Houston, good food.
Oh,
I used to
okay.
live in Houston. Houston, good food. You can do whatever you want in Houston.
You've been to Austin, then? People are all
I've
talking
been in
about
Austin.
yeah?
Austin is pretty good too. The best pound for pound city in America, food wise, has to be New Orleans.
Yes. Oh, I mean, that New
Can
Orleans-
we agree on that?
I can agree 100%
All right,
on
all right,
that.
all right.
100% on that.
Yeah,
I went down there the first time. I was like, it blew me away. When I was young, maybe in high school, I went down. I was like, this place is amazing. And I went back again as an adult when we were filming there for something, and I had the best time, had the best food.
Char grill, oyster. It don't matter what
Doesn't
food
matter
you
what.
reach for, it's good.
I have a whole list on my phone of restaurants in New Orleans, and I can't wait to go back to keep tackling that list.
Stop by Acme, stop by Drago,
So
stop by those,
good.
like the restaurants are so great.
Yeah, no, there's really good spots there. Okay, so now we're almost done here.
What kind of wine was that?
Just put a little bit of red wine.
Yeah.
A little bit of red wine in there. Let it cook off. Just gonna add another layer, a little more depth of
taste,
flavor.
yeah.
A little depth, and then good crushed tomatoes right
Alright.
here. San Marzano, good tomato, and then this, and then some salt. So ideally for a good sauce, now you could let this go 45 minutes, an hour. You can put the meatballs back in here,
Yeah.
and it's all gonna get flavored in together.
Yeah.
Obviously we're cooking for the show, so we're not gonna go as long. But you really want to let this go, and it could sit on your counter and marinate on low simmer.
Oh yeah, the longer it heats up, the better
The longer it heats
the
up, the
flavor
better.
is.
Yeah, oh yeah. Parmesan cheese, the rind.
All
the,
right.
the end part.
The end, the hard
the
part.
End, yeah, hard part. You put it in there, and now that's gonna flavor it. We're gonna pull it out at the end. So then we'll let this just start to simmer. We'll drop our pasta in.
Yeah.
And we'll make garlic bread. We got one more thing to make.
All right, all right.
All right, so you give it a good twist, drop, and then boom. Now I'm gonna go a little parsley in here. Beautiful. That's a beautiful thing right there. I went to the bakery this morning, got some of my favorite bread, the best there is right there, publican quality bread. It is truly.
And why do you like this bread so much?
They just make it the best, and you can listen. It's got that crunch. It's soft on the inside. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
you got everything you need.
Perfect. So we'll get a nice slice of this bread here. I've had some garlic just roasting in the oven here. Put all that butter in there, and I'm just gonna squeeze that roasted garlic right in there. And that's hot on my hands, but it's all right.
I'm gonna say it should be hot. I can smell it.
We're gonna make just a buttery paste with that. Perfect. And I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic powder. Mix that in there. I'll throw in some Parmesan cheese.
Ain't never had too much parm.
Never. And some parsley here. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh yeah. And then we'll just take a spoonful of that. And that.
Yeah,
is
that's
gonna
garlic bread.
That's garlic bread. Oh yeah. There's no messing around. There's no mistaking that.
No, Al Capone is very proud of you,
Yeah.
right?
This is the Chicago.
Go,
right
this
here.
is
Yeah.
truly
Yeah,
Chicago.
this is
right?
true. That's truly Chicago. Little cheese crust on top. We'll pop this in the oven. All right, we have our pasta. We have our sauce. We have our meatballs. Now we just gotta assemble this. I like to go pasta in the pan, and you add the sauce to it, so you get the right amount of sauce every time. How saucy you like it? You tell me when.
I like it like I'm from Chicago. I told you I used to come here in the summertime.
Yeah. Oh, here are my tongs. Look at that, spinning up top. Gotta have a little bit more sauce on top.
Listen, I'm not mad at you. You're not seeing me fight. This is Chicago 3-touchdown spaghetti right there.
I'd say so. I'd say that's not bad.
I don't know if they done had 3 touchdowns in the game lately. I don't know, man. You know.
It's been tough. Cheese, and with cheese on top.
That looks about right.
A little bit of parsley.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You want both slices or
Both sides.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a Chicago style
Pasta right there.
right there.
Thank you, Chef.
Hey,
This is
no
what it's
problem.
about. This is what love look like when you put love in your food right here. Just how grandma used to make it. Right here, right here.
Now there's one thing left to do. All you gotta do, you gotta eat. You just gotta eat.
That's
it.
the easy thing.
That's the easy part. Let me get you a fork here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, that's the easy thing.
Boom.
And I'm from Mississippi, so I can't tell no lie about what I'm tasting. Like, I have to be
Hey,
totally true about it.
That's fine by me. Please.
That's good. That's good. Cause it ain't got that. It's not overbearing. Now this bread tastes like you flew this in from Rome. That's good bread.
Guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of What's for Lunch. Fred Smoot, thank you for coming by the kitchen.
Anytime,
That
Chef.
was awesome. That was awesome.
Anytime.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace.